They claim silence demonstrates weakness, yet they overlook the truth that tranquility births tempests. The last instance of my name being present was on an invitation list. Afterward, it disappeared. No speech as father of the bride. No program mention. No photo requests. It seemed as though I had never been there. And the part that stung the most? They didn't even attempt to deceive me about it. I constructed that life, piece by piece, paying for every dress, dance recital, dental appointment. Lisa managed our household, while Ellie roamed freely within it. I cherished them both more than I loved myself. Perhaps that was my initial blunder. Everything appeared normal until it didn't. Lisa became remote. Ellie stopped seeking advice. They conversed in rooms I wasn't allowed in. Doors closed when I approached. I attributed it to pre-wedding tension, until I found the planning binder. It lay hidden beneath a stack of receipts in Lisa's office drawer. Open to the page on guest contributions. Under father of the bride, it was empty. In the aisle stroll, Daniel, not just an old college friend, but now family to Lisa. I didn't yell, didn't slam a door, didn't ask why because I had anticipated. They'd revised the script, one where I was merely a temporary character until the main lead arrived. Lisa found her second shot at love, and Ellie a more alluring figure. So, I did what none presumed. I smiled. I reserved a one-way ticket to Iceland. Not to run away, but for the time difference, 5 hours ahead, enough for the world to crumble while I watched the sunrise. But prior to departure, I made some tweaks. For I am not only a spouse, not merely a parent, but an estate planner. And everything was in my possession. The house, joint accounts channeled through my business, and the wedding fund, technically a tax-protected marital asset under my corporation. Thanks to Lisa's neglect of legal details, her name was never officially linked to it. I maintained an illusion of shared control, which they seized. Meanwhile, I jotted down everything. 3 weeks before the wedding, I amended the trust, freezing Ellie's college funds and revoking Lisa's access to our joint credit card. One by one, I contacted each vendor, florist, caterer, venue, to cancel our arrangements politely, citing unmet financial obligations and voiding the contract. I didn't inform them. It wasn't necessary. On the day of my departure, I left a note. Congratulations. I won't be attending. Sipping black coffee on a black sand beach, my phone buzzed like an alarm. It was filled with 22 missed calls, 17 voicemails, and 43 texts from them. I chose not to read them. I didn't have to. I watched the chaos unfold in real time. Lisa's voice trembled on the 3rd message, Ellie wept on the 5th, and Daniel called twice on the 8th. By then, the venue had closed its doors. The caterer announced a last-minute cancellation with no refund on Instagram. The photographer uploaded a pensive quote about honesty and dignity. Lisa found her card declined at the salon. Ellie's makeup artist abruptly ended their session midway. As for Daniel, he apparently had an urgent call and didn't return. I stayed away. There was no need to come back. Prior to leaving, I transferred assets, sold the house to a company under my control, and redirected all accounts. When Lisa checked her bank balance, she found only $24.17. When Ellie attempted to use her emergency credit card for a hotel room, it was declined twice. Upon calling me, they heard my voice for the first time since the incident. "Dad, what have you done?" Ellie's voice trembled with tears and fear. I chose to remain silent before responding coolly. "You removed me." I merely reciprocated her actions. 3 days later, Lisa attempted to instigate legal action. However, she overlooked the fact that I was the one who drafted much of the legal frameworks her lawyer was quoting. The prenuptial agreement was unbreakable. Her case relied on feelings, not facts. The matter at hand was paperwork. Ellie attempted to apologize, asking for a conversation, admitting she wasn't thinking clearly. Daniel, she claimed, had manipulated them both. Yet, I recalled every wedding dress fitting with Lisa she attended, each dinner skipped with me, and each time she smiled at that man while I stood hidden behind the camera. Thus, I shared the truth with her. You were raised to surpass such actions. However, perhaps you excelled at concealing it. They lost everything, not from a desire for revenge, but a quest for respect. If they couldn't provide it, they didn't merit what accompanied it. A week ago, I purchased a cabin in northern Norway, complete with a wood-burning stove and a view of the fjords, sans Wi-Fi, offering tranquility. Yesterday, a letter arrived without an address, bearing shaky, familiar writing. "I'm sorry. Return," it read. I didn't even bother to open it. Instead, I placed it in the fire, watched it transform into smoke. Some events aren't worth repairing. Some individuals aren't deserving of forgiveness. And some men don't retaliate. They haven't lost due to weakness. Instead, they have already triumphed. Kindly give a thumbs up, subscribe, and spread the word.